Welcome to Behind in the Veil. Today we were looking through the lens of a forensic scientist, forensic accountant, and forensic psychologist. I'm unraveling the shadowy saga of the Ndrangheta, the Calabrian Mafia of Italy, a criminal empire so elusive and ruthless it's been called the most powerful organized crime syndicate in the world today. Picture a web of blood ties and terror weaving through the sun-scorched hills of Calabria, stretching across continents and gripping entire communities in fear. This is a tale of cocaine-fueled wealth, brutal violence, and a psychological stranglehold that's nearly impossible to break. Let's step into the Ndrangheta's world, dissecting their operations, psyche, and financial empire with a twist of intrigue that will keep you hooked until the final curtain. Welcome to Behind the Veil, guys. I need your help to grow this channel. The good news is that it is free. The only thing you have to do is to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Enjoy the video. Act 1. The Ndrangheta's DNA, Roots and Rise. In my forensic scientist lab, I'm analyzing the genetic code of the Ndrangheta, a mafia born in the rugged terrain of Calabria, Italy's southern toe. Unlike the flashy Sicilian Cosa Nostra, the Ndrangheta, meaning Society of Men of Honor, emerged in the 19th century from peasant clans bound by family ties and an ironclad code of loyalty. By the 1980s, they'd transformed from local extortionists into global kingpins, dominating Europe's cocaine trade. Europol estimates they control 80% of the continent's cocaine flow, moving 40 tons annually, worth $44 billion. Their structure is their genius. Unlike hierarchical mafias, the Ndrangheta operates as a decentralized network of Ndrine, family-based clans, each autonomous yet interconnected. If I were to map their DNA, I'd find no single head to sever. Arresting one boss barely dents the organism. This resilience makes them a forensic nightmare. Wiretaps and raids rarely unravel the full web. Their global reach spans Australia, Canada, and Latin America, partnering with Mexican cartels like Sinaloa and CJNG to secure cocaine pipelines from Colombia. Act 2. The Psychology of Fear. As a forensic psychologist, I see the Ndrangheta's cruelty as a masterclass in psychological domination. Their violence is strategic, designed to imprint terror on the collective psyche. In Calabria, entire towns live under their shadow, with reports of businesses paying pizzo, protection money, and families silenced by fear of retribution. A 2007 massacre in Duisburg, Germany, where 6 Ndrangheta members were gunned down in a clan feud, was a public spectacle. Bodies left outside a pizzeria to send a message. The amygdala, the brain's fear center, kicks into overdrive for anyone witnessing such acts, conditioning obedience. Their brutality isn't always loud. Political assassinations like the 1989 murder of Lodovico Legato, a Calabrian politician, show a surgical precision. My psychological profile suggests a mindset blending loyalty and paranoia. Clan members, often blood relatives, are bound by omerta, silence, but betrayal is met with death. This creates a cult-like cohesion where fear of internal betrayal rivals external threats. The Ndrangheta's psychological grip extends to youth recruitment. Teenagers in Calabria's poorest villages are lured with promises of power, their identities reshaped into loyal soldiers. Act 3. The Financial Empire. As a forensic accountant, I follow the money, and the Ndrangheta's wealth is staggering. Their 44 billion cocaine empire is just the start. They launder profits through legitimate businesses, restaurants, construction firms, and real estate across Europe and beyond. In 2023, Italian authorities seized $2 billion in assets linked to Ndrangheta, including luxury villas and hotels in Rome and Milan. My forensic audits would uncover shell companies in tax havens like Panama, with funds funneled through cryptocurrencies and Chinese money laundering networks. Their economic stranglehold in Calabria is suffocating. The region, one of Italy's poorest, sees 70% of businesses paying extortion, per Italian anti-mafia reports. This isn't just crime, it's an economic occupation. They've infiltrated local politics, with mayors and councillors either bribed or coerced. A 2021 trial exposed 355 Ndrangheta members and associates, including a former senator, revealing a web of corruption that ensures impunity. Their global operations, from Australian drug rings to German money laundering fronts, make them a financial hydra. Cut one head and another grows. Act 4. The bloodstained stage. The Ndrangheta's violence is a chilling performance. Public executions, like the 2007 Duisburg massacre, are rare but deliberate, meant to shock and awe. More often, they kill quietly. Disappearances, bodies dissolved in acid or dumped in Calabria's Aspromonte Mountains. My forensic scientist's toolkit would find traces of lye or sulfuric acid at crime scenes, evidence of their White Death method to erase victims. Bombings, like the 2010 attack on a Calabrian prosecutor's office, show their willingness to challenge the state directly. Their cruelty peaks in territorial wars. The 1985-1991 Second Ndrangheta War killed over 600 people, with clans fighting for cocaine routes. Today they clash with rivals like the Camorra and Albanian gangs, but their decentralized structure keeps them dominant. In 2025, ex-post report rising tensions in Calabria's Gioia Tauro port, a cocaine hub with unverified claims of 20 deaths in a single month tied to Ndrangheta feuds. Their ability to operate under the radar, avoiding the media spotlight of Mexican cartels, makes their violence all the more insidious. Act 5. The Breaking Point, 2025. In 2025, the Ndrangheta faces new challenges, yet their grip tightens. Italy's largest ever Mafia trial concluded in 2023, convicted 207 Ndrangheta members, but the organization barely flinched. New leaders, often younger and tech-savvy, have emerged, using encrypted apps like EncroChat to evade police. My forensic analysis of seized devices would reveal coded messages planning cocaine shipments and hits, a digital evolution of their old-school blood oaths. The fentanyl crisis, driven by Mexican cartels, is a new frontier. Ex-posts from August 2025 suggest Ndrangheta clans are brokering deals with CJNG to introduce fentanyl to Europe, a move that could skyrocket profits and overdoses. Meanwhile, EU sanctions on Russian oligarchs have opened doors for Ndrangheta to launder money for new clients per unverified web reports. Italy's anti-mafia unit, the DIA, seized 15 billion in assets in 2024. But Calabria remains a fortress of fear, with 80% of municipalities under Ndrangheta influence, per local journalists. The psychological toll is profound. Calabrians live in a state of learned helplessness, their stress hormones elevated from constant threats. A 2024 study estimated 30% of Calabria's youth show signs of PTSD from mafia-related violence. Economically, the region's 20% unemployment rate, double Italy's average, fuels the Ndrangheta's recruitment. Forensically, the evidence is sparse but damning. Bullet casings, burned-out cars, and whispers of missing persons. Act 6. Why they endure. Why is the Ndrangheta so cruel? As a forensic psychologist, I see their violence as a survival mechanism in a world where loyalty is currency and weakness is death. Their family-based structure fosters a tribal mentality where betrayal is unthinkable and outsiders are prey. Unlike Mexican cartels, their cruelty is less theatrical but equally devastating. Silent killings and economic control ensure compliance without headlines. Forensically, their clean crime scenes and encrypted networks frustrate investigators. Financially, their billions fund a global empire, untouchable by fragmented law enforcement. This is a story of resilience and terror. The Ndrangheta's decentralized web, psychological warfare, and financial might make them a criminal juggernaut. In 2025, as they pivot to fentanyl and dodge global crackdowns, their saga is far from over. Will Italy's new anti-mafia laws break their hold? Can Europe stem their cocaine tide? Or will the Ndrangheta, like a virus, evolve again? Epilogue. Stay tuned. This tale of the Ndrangheta is a chilling blend of science, psychology, and money, a mafia that thrives in shadows, ruling through fear and wealth. From Calabria's villages to global drug markets, their influence is a slow-burning poison. Keep watching. The next chapter could see them dominate fentanyl or face a rare defeat. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video.